first step. Ki potassium iodide, excess of potassium iodide, it is act as a reducing agent. Treated with cupric sulfate, it act as a oxidizing agent. It act as oxidizing agent. Then cuprous iodide plus K2SO4 plus iodine liberated. So I2 plus I2, 4 iodines multiplied by 4, 4 potassiums multiplied by 2, 2 coppers multiplied by 2. Therefore, in the first step, iodine liberated. In the first step, iodine liberated. Next, the liberated iodine, it is a cuprous iodide, Cu2, cuprous iodide. The liberated iodine further titrated with hypo. Further titrated with hypo, just like previous equation. Hypo formula Na2S2. So here two steps are involved. In the first step, iodine is liberated. Here directly iodine is not using in this first reaction. So in first reaction, iodine is not there. So because of these two, iodine liberated. The liberated iodine further reacts with hypo. So now only we wrote the reaction. One more time you have write down. Step 2. Step 2. The liberated iodine further reacts with hypo to form 2Na plus Na2S4O6. Now 2 sodiums. See here, iodine 0, sodium plus 2, iodine minus 1. Sorry, here sulfur plus 2. Here sulfur plus 2.5. Now only we wrote 0 becomes minus 1 reduction, plus 2 becomes plus 2.5 oxidation. If you are interested in its name, sodium tetrathionate. Sodium tetrathionate. Sodium tetrathionate. So by this redox reactions chapter completed. By this redox reaction chapter completed. Based on this balancing equations, some objective questions you have write down. Write down some objective questions. Now only I discuss ionometric titrations based on the data. First question, all of you write the data. Excess of Ki, write the data. Excess of Ki. Today's slide heading questions. Excess of Ki reacts with. Excess of Ki reacts with CuSO4 solution. Excess of Ki reacts with CuSO4 solution. This question only they given. Excess of Ki reacts with CuSO4 solution. And then Na2S2O3. And then Na2S2O3. Solution is added to it. Solution is added to it. Full stop. Which of the statement is incorrect? Which of the statement is incorrect in this reaction? Which of the statement is incorrect in this reaction? Write down first statement. Yavan I2, first statement. Yavan I2 is reduced. Yavan I2 is reduced. Next, second one. CuI2 is formed. CuI2 is formed. Third, Na2S2O3 is oxidized. Na2S2O3 is oxidized. Fourth option, correct option. CuI2 formed. Wrong. Cu2I2 is formed, but not Cui. So in the iodometric titrations, cuprous iodide is forming, but not cupric iodide. Cu2 not formed. Which is forming? Cu2I2. Therefore, this is correct answer. Coming to third, Na2S2O3 is oxidized. Correct only. Plus 2 becomes plus 2.5 oxidized. Last one, Cu2I2 formed. Correct only. Next, one more question you have to write down. Next, one more question. Which are the following species, right, fastly? Which are the following species do not show disproportionation reaction? Which are the following species? Which are the following species do not show disproportionation reaction? Right on. First option ClO minus, second option ClO4 minus, important one. Third option ClO2 minus, fourth option ClO3 minus. Sometimes they are asking in objective exam like this, which one do not undergo disproportionation? What is our logic? The element should not possess highest possible oxidation state or lowest possible oxidation state. If highest or lowest possible oxidation state is there, such type of element do not undergo disproportionation. Therefore, chlorine oxidation number after you have to calculate. One example I will discuss. Chlorine we don't know x. Each oxygen minus 2 equal to charge what? Minus. Therefore, x equal to what? S. Here plus 1. After you have to simplify. Here plus 7. Here x minus 4 equal to minus 1 plus 3. Here plus 5. See here, for chlorine, lowest possible oxidation state minus 1, highest possible oxidation state plus 7. Therefore, in any case, if minus 1 is there, plus 7 is there, they do not undergo disproportionation. Therefore, second option do not undergo disproportionation. Why? Highest possible oxidation state. Highest possible oxidation state. Highest and lowest oxidation state do not undergo disproportionation. Next. One more. Number of moles of, important one, number of moles of dichromate K2Cr2O7 reduced by 1 mole of, number of moles of dichromate reduced by 1 mole of Sn+2 ions is dash. Sometimes they will frame the questions like this. This question we are able to solve by using balancing equation technique. See here, dichromate, potassium dichromate. Simply you write Cr2O7 minus 1. Otherwise write potassium dichromate, no problem. Versus Sn+2. See here, this dichromate acts as an oxidizing agent. Oxidizing agent means which oxidizes others. Itself undergo reduction. Itself undergo reduction. So first of all, a fundamental point you should remember that for chromium, it will comes in second year. Two stable oxidation states are there, 3 and 6. For tin, two stable oxidation states are there, 2 and 4. Chromium means 3 and 6. Tin means 2 and 4. So potassium dichromate here, chromium present in highest oxidation state. Therefore, itself undergo reduction. Therefore, Cr+3. It is the oxidizing agent. Oxidizing agent means which oxidizes others. Oxidizing potassium dichromate oxidizing agent means this potassium dichromate oxidizes Sn+2 itself undergo reduction. Oxidation with this next side number should be more than 2. More than 2 means what? 4. Sn+4. So first of all, you have to write the equation. Dichromate plus Sn+2 gives rise to Cr+3 plus Sn+4. Dichromate n factor change how much? 3 into 2 chromiums are there. 3 into 2 6. Here tin n fact how much? 2 and 4 difference 2. Now cross multiplication. Common fact is there 1 and 3. Immediately cross multiplication. Immediately cross multiplication. Therefore 1 K2Cr2O7 requires 3 moles of Sn plus. Products not required. Products are formed. There is no need to highlight products because according to given data these two enough. Cross multiplication. See, according to balanced equation, for 1 mole of dichromate, 3 moles of tin. But here they are asking how many moles of dichromate undergo reduction for 1 mole of tin. Therefore answer. Again I am repeating, there is no need to write the products. For 1 mole of dichromate reaction, 3 moles of tin. In the given data 1 mole of tin is there. How many moles of dichromate? Cross multiplication. 1 into 1 by 3. Therefore 1 by 3 mole of potassium dichromate. Like that we can identify. 1 by 3 mole of potassium dichromate. Next, one more. On reduction of KMnO4 by oxalic acid. Oxalic acid formula H2C2O4 in acidic medium. The change in oxidation number of manganese is dash. We wrote already balanced equation. In acidic medium, directly you should remember that. I will give you one logic. In acidic medium, potassium dichromate N factor 6, KMnO4 N factor 5. Otherwise, refer the balancing equation. KMnO4 N factor 5. Therefore, left hand side KMnO4 is there. Your oxidation number plus 7. N factor 5. In order to get in the difference 5, N factor is difference 5. In order to get in the difference 5, right hand side must be plus. Therefore, change in oxidation state is plus 7 to plus. Otherwise, just now only we discussed the balancing equation. One time go through the balancing equation. Balancing equation not required. Again I am repeating. KMnO4 N factor is 5. Now they are asking, when KMnO4 acts as the oxidizing agent, what is the change in oxidation state? Left hand side KMnO4 what? Plus 7. N factor 5. N factor means difference 5. In order to get the difference 5, right hand side should be plus. Then only we are getting difference 5. Next, one more. Number of moles of MnO4 minus required. Number of moles of MnO4 minus required to oxidize 1 mole of ferrous oxalate. 1 mole of ferrous oxalate. Formula FeC2O4. Ferrous oxalate means here two components are there. Ferrous Fe plus 2, oxalate C2O4 minus 2. Ferrous oxalate completely in acidic medium. Your material question is previous NEET exam question. Completely in acidic medium is dash. Directly we are not able to identify. Go through balance equation. So MnO4 minus, it is an oxidizing agent. Potassium dichromate to KMnO4 oxidizing agents because highest oxidation state is there. Ferrous oxalate FeC2O4. Here iron oxidation state plus 2. Oxalate means C2O4 minus 2. Oxalate is equal C2O4 minus 2. In C2O4 minus 2, carbon oxidation state plus 3. Already we calculated how plus 3. Carbon itself undergo reduction. See here, itself undergo reduction. Auxiliary means which reduces others itself undergo reduction. Now permanganate n factor what? 5, because 7 minus 2 5. Here with respect to iron n factor is 1 plus with respect to carbon 3 and 4 difference is 1. Otherwise I will write with respect to iron n factor is 1. With respect to carbon n factor see here 3 and 4 difference 1. But how many carbons are there? 2. 1 into 2. Total n factor 2 plus 1 what? 3. So again I am repeating. With respect to iron n factor 1 plus with respect to carbon here 3 and 4 is there. Difference is 1. But how many carbons are there? 2. 1 into 2. N factor means total change in oxidation state. Change in oxidation state 1. 3 and 4 1 into number of atoms 2. 1 into 2 2. Therefore 2 plus 1 3. Therefore ferrous oxide N factor 3. Otherwise my advice, at least these 3 species you should remember. N factor time will be saved. For dichromate N factor 6, KMnO4 conditions applied. Acidic medium 5, ferrous oxide N factor 3. Ferrous oxide N factor 3. Time will be saved. Now cross multiplication. Ferrous products not required. Cross multiplication 3MnO4 minus cross multiplication 3MnO4 minus plus 5FeC2O4 gives rise to products. These products not required. According to human data, these two enough. It is somewhat indirectly related to stoichiometric calculations. Now, all of you see that the number of moles of MnO4 minus required to oxidize 1 mole of ferrous oxide. How many moles of permanganate required? See here, according to balance equation, for 5 moles of ferrous oxide, 3 moles of permanganate. 1 mole of ferrous oxide, how many moles of permanganate? Cross multiplication 1 into 3 by 5. 0.6 moles of permanganate. How many moles? 0.6 moles. Next, one more. Next, previous 8 examples. Balancing equation. PMnO4 minus plus QI minus plus XH2O gives rise to RMnO2. Sometimes we will do questions like this. RMnO2 plus SI2 plus YOH minus. Question is the values of PQRS are dash. Now, n factor concept. Now, we have to balance the equation. PQRS they are asking. Now, see here. Here, manganese oxidation state plus 7. Here, manganese oxidation state plus 4. Here, n factor what? 3. Here, iodine minus 1. Here, 0. N factor is higher minus lower. Higher is 0. Lower is minus 1. 0 minus of minus 1. 1. After that, we have to cross multiply. 1 MnO4 minus plus 3I minus plus H2O gives rise to MnO2 plus I2 plus OH minus. You have to cross multiply. After that, see here. This side, how many iodines are there? 2 iodines. Here, 3 iodines. One thing you will do. This multiplied by 2, then this multiplied by 3. 3 into 2, 6. 3 into 2, 6. Therefore, one thing you will do. Both this multiplied by 2. Whenever this is multiplied by 2, this is also multiplied by 8. Yeah, iodines we are multiplied by 2. Whenever iodines are multiplied by 2, this is also multiplied by 8 for balancing purpose. So 3 into 2 or it can be rewrite like this. Into 2 we have to multiply. 2 and 5 are multiplied by 2 for balancing iodines. So into 2 into 2, 2 MnO4 minus plus 6I minus plus H2O gives rise to MnO2 plus I2 plus OH minus. 6 iodines are there multiplied by 3. 2 manganese are there multiplied by 2. 2 into 4 8 oxygens. 2 into 2 4. Therefore multiplied by 4. 4 hydrogens multiplied by 2. Therefore 2 MnO4 minus 6I minus 4H2O. So hydrogens how many? So oxygen not translating. 2 into 4 8. 2 into 2 4. 4 plus 4 8. Then hydrogens 4. 4. That's right. Oxygen 8 OH minus 4 H2O. 4 into 2 8. Oxygen 2 into 4 8. 8 plus 4 12. 2 into 2 4. 4 plus 8 12. Trial and error method. Next, one more. iO3 minus plus AI minus plus BH plus gives rise to CH2O plus D2. Sorry, Di2. The values of ABCD are now balance the equation. According to balancing equation only we can identify. See an iodine. This side iodine how much? X minus 6 equal to minus 1. X equal to what? Plus 5. Here minus 1. Here 0. See here plus 5 becomes 0. How much difference? 5. Minus 1 becomes 0. Difference how much? 1. Therefore cross multiplication. iO3 minus plus iY minus plus H plus gives rise to H2O plus iodine. First others 5 iodine plus 1 iodine 6. Trial and error method coefficients. There are already 2 iodines are there. Multiplied by 3. Next oxygens how many? 3. Trial and error method 1 oxygen multiplied by 3. Hydrogens how many? 6. Multiplied by 6. Equation balance. Therefore ABCD are what? A is equal to 5. B equal to 6. C equal to 3. D equal to 3. D equal to 3. Like that we can identify. Next, one more. When KMnO4 important previous JEE exam question is this question is previous JEE exam question is easy. When KMnO4 act as an oxidizing agent ultimately forms MnO4 minus 2 MnO2 Mn2O3 and Mn plus 2. Then electrons, then number of electrons transferred, per mole of KMnO4 in each case are dash. All of you see the data. KMnO4 act as oxidizing agent because here manganese has highest oxidation plus 7. Mn plus 2. Now, number of electrons transferred they are asking. Directly number of electrons transferred we don't know. First of all, product side we can calculate manganese oxidation state. Right hand side we will calculate manganese oxidation state. Already we calculate so many times. Manganese we don't know. Next, each oxygen minus 2, 4 oxygens are there minus 8 equal to minus 2. X equal to what? Plus 6. Here plus 6. Here plus 2 after not simplify. Here plus 3. Here already there plus 2. So here 2x minus 6 equal to 0. X equal to what? Plus 3. See here. Number of electrons they are asking. In any case, how many electrons transferred they are asking means indirectly you find out n factor. Number of electrons transferred means indirectly you find out n factor. Otherwise here Mn plus 7 is there and becomes Mn plus 6. How Mn plus 7 becomes Mn plus 6? By giving 1 electron. Then only it becomes Mn plus 6. Therefore, how many electrons transferred? 1 electron. Otherwise, n factor 7 and 6 n factor what? 1. Therefore, here n factor what? 1. Therefore, 1 electron transferred. Here how many electrons transferred? N factor 3. 3 electrons transferred. Here 4 electrons transferred. Here 5 electrons transferred. Therefore, answer is 1 electron, 3 electron, 4 electron, 5 electrons. So in any case, how many electrons transferred is indirectly you should find out what? N factor. Otherwise, simple one question I will give one more. In the reaction, AgAl plus 3Fe3O4 gives rise to 4Al2O3 plus 9Fe. Number of electrons transferred. Number of electrons transferred from reductant to oxidant. From reductant to oxidant. Same n factor should find out. Aluminum uncombined state what? 0. Here aluminum oxidation state plus 3. N factor total change in oxidation state. Change is 3 into how many aluminums are there? 8. 3 into 8, 24. With respect to iron also same answer you will get 24. Therefore, how many electrons transferred? Our answer is 24 electrons transferred. Last question is in the redox reaction. Why 24 electrons transferred? N factor is 24. Left hand side aluminum uncombined state 0. Here plus 3. Change is 3. But total change, how many aluminum atoms are there? 8. Last one. Which of the following acid is strong acid? Previous examples it is. Which of the following acid is strong acid? With the help of oxidation number, we can identify the acidic strength of acids. Already we studied in ionic equilibrium. HCOCl, HClO2, HClO3, HClO4. Sometimes they will be previous examples it is. Previous NEET examples. Sometimes they will give acids. These are the oxo acids of chlorine. They are asking which one is strong acid. In logic I will tell for oxo acids acidic strength directly proportional to oxidation number. Same thing we practice in ionic equilibrium. Higher the oxidation number, stronger is the acid. All these are the oxo acids of chlorine. Chlorine oxidation number you should calculate. Hydrogen plus 1, oxygen minus 2, chlorine we don't know, x equal to 0, therefore x equal to plus 1. Remind me to calculate here plus 3, here plus 5, here plus 7. What is our shortcut logic? Higher the oxidation number, stronger is the acid. Therefore, it is the strongest acid. Its name perchloric acid. This perchloric